You didn't have to shut me out. That song started playing right before I started recording. That's a sign. I'm talking to the genius in you. We're going to talk quantum physics, spirituality, how reality actually works, and you're going to feel so free if you watch this till the end. Freer than you haven't felt in a very long time. We're going to unbind you. Okay? You got the sun. Raw particle, okay? You got waves. You can call this the nagas, the snakes, the wave, particle and wave. It's the same, isn't it? The sun's rays, it's still the sun. It imbibes, it imbues, it goes everywhere. Now imagine this is a very advanced type of television projector. In your head, your brain, by the way, lock in, talking about your brain here. Your brain is a projector receiver. So stop treating it like a storage device. Your brain is not a storage device. It's not a processor either. Your body does all of that. Your physical body. It's a body map. Your whole body, every cell in your body is super intelligent. Your guts, the little gray cells around your guts, the mesentery processes a hell of a lot more than your brain. You're really making your brain overheat, like you're like revving that engine and not going anywhere if you're using your brain to process and to think. Anytime you're thinking, you are caught in the Ouroboros loop. Past, future, past, future, past, future. Right in the middle is where you have all the power. You're not thinking here. You are receiving information. We're transmitting it from a very focused laser point place, transmitting it all around to magnetize exactly what you want, to see reflected in your reality exactly yourself. It might not be what you want, but you're going to see reflected in your reality exactly who you are or what you're tuned into, because man or woman, what you are is energy. You're not solid. You zoom in with an electron microscope, everything's moving. If you vibrate fast enough, you can walk through a wall. A lot of people can't even understand what I'm talking about because they're dense. They're not vibrating fast enough to even compute. And so that's okay. My channel's not for you, okay? I'm a master. I've been a Reiki master for 22 years now, and body worker, and through working in depth, connecting with human bodies, and also always been super interested in the human body, my own, I believe from past lives, and from having gone through autoimmune things, completely cured, by the way, the incurable. I cured myself, so never give your power away to anybody. The human body is a magical machine that you are in command of every one of your cells, and all your cells are listening. All your cells are listening. And so instead of watching the television and changing the channel for what you want, imagine the whole environment around you is your television. Start paying attention to what you see. Because some people, find this, armoire worth $5,000 on the corner, and some people never find anything just because they're not tuned in, they're not looking for that. What my work has evolved into now, especially in the last 4 years, my already tangible telekinesis, energy moving, with the Reiki for decades, was already tangible. But since having a second spiritual birth, which not a lot of people attain, this is real mastery. I'm still learning with the old Asians mastery. There's no end to it. But I'm just overflowing with information that I really want to share with you guys, because it's not like I just walked into it. I'm someone who did the work. I paved a way. And so what I have now is my antenna, my tuner, what I tune into. It tends to be automatic because I paved a way with the work that I do. I made that antenna so friggin' strong of a receiver for people's repressed stuff, whatever's repressed in someone. Why? What's repressed in them? Because as a healer, if somebody sees and witnesses what they don't want to see, or what they're avoiding seeing, or what they can't find, usually they wish they could see, accept, whatever, that's what causes healing to happen. You become integrated and whole once you find that piece of yourself that you lost somewhere and reintegrate it and become whole. Then you learn how to become your own receiver for whatever you want. You know, you can tune in to win the lottery. There's a woman who won every single lottery that she ever entered. Helena, I saw it on a Mind Valley ad. I forget her name right now. But yeah, she's won houses because she laser tunes her antenna to that. Okay? And I have this friggin' antenna that's highly attuned to what everybody is repressing. So this is how I can do a lot, like 30 years of therapy in one day with one person, because it just comes out. I'm guided. So you can have the same kind of life where things come out and you're just guided. When you have your antenna set up to say, this is what I'm doing, this is where my antenna is, and this is my reality, and this is how stuff works. So everybody has a different kind of way that things work in their world, but the laws are the same. So basically, people have different belief systems over which permission slips that you need, as Bashar calls it, a permission slip, but the basic laws remain the same. Like, you don't actually need that permission slip, but a lot of people believe that they have to go through a certain process as part of their learning path for their personal reasons. So Samael, I'm going to bring this up even though we're not going into the clip-off, we're not going into the shadow of the tree of life, we're staying in Yggdrasil, the light. You got to really be gentle with yourself. Be so gentle with yourself, okay? If you can relate with having dated Satan, or someone calling you an asshole, or being a Georgie Porgy Puddin' and Pie who kissed them girls and made them cry. There's like a seduction and a severity, because part of like that whole sex wavelength for a lot of people, they tied it in, no pun intended, with the kind of severe ownership, like a bondage. All right, and they made that cool, they made that a style, and you got to be really careful with that, because the severity, when you link severity and seduction together, that will give you destruction. And these three frequency lines together, if you make them so strong in you, you're going to keep dating Satan, because that's Samael, seduction. And that's why Samael works not only with Lilith, but Nama. Nama means like no ma, no mother. Samael's got mommy issues. And a couple other ones. So there's this big sexual entourage, a lot of sexual energy. You might feel like, oh, but there's this magic in the air. I feel all this sexual energy. That sexual energy is actually those female demons, his entourage. And that's thick in the air with men right now, because the severity is thick with the sex. And so that's what has to stop. And you have to be gentle with yourself to start being gentle with others, and start putting emotions first. Start drinking from the sun's rays through the tree of life, through your mouth. Learn to communicate. Okay, we're having a new moon in Libra. It's all about balance and harmony and good communication with people. Learn to drink in the sexual energy from the life force itself. Make that sexual through the mouth. No pun intended, but the communication wise. And don't let entities up you right now, especially. It's very dangerous out there, because the energy of Samael is coming loose, and the snakes in the grass are going to be exposed. You're going to see who these people are who are so severe, who want to keep you in bondage, who are so mean. It's the narcissists who are like that because they're so mean with themselves.